In a world where royal drama never sleeps and success stories unfold faster than tabloid headlines, we're witnessing an extraordinary tale of entrepreneurial triumph that would make any business mogul pause and take notes. While some royals struggle with basic fashion choices, others are rewriting the rules of modern royalty through sheer determination and business acumen. This is the story of how authentic success speaks louder than any title ever could. Welcome to Meghan and Harry Tales, hosted by Adrian. Hi there. And thank you so much for joining me today on Meghan and Harry Tales. I hope you're doing great. We're getting amazing news about Meghan's American Riviera orchard, especially regarding the sale of her rose wine that went up for sale on August 5th. Honestly, I was just so happy to see that so many people were purchasing the product. How do I know? So many people are posting their orders and sharing how they've gotten emails from American Riviera Orchard telling them that their delivery is on the way. It's so obvious that they sold a lot of wine, and Meghan's spokesperson is now confirming that to us. As Proverbs 31:16 reminds us, she considers a field and buys it. Out of her earnings, she plants a vineyard. This ancient wisdom perfectly captures Meghan's entrepreneurial spirit and dedication to building something meaningful. Harper's Bazaar wrote an article explaining how Duchess Meghan's rose made her company's sales skyrocket. According to their report, it's been a big week for Duchess Meghan. In addition to turning 44 years old on August 4th and celebrating with what the Duchess of Sussex called one of the top 5 meals of my life, at FUMBLE in Beverly Hills, the American Riviera Orchard founder also geared up for the second drop of her brand's rose on August 5th. The numbers are absolutely staggering. American Riviera Orchard saw 10,000 bottles of the 2024 Napa Valley Rose purchased in the first 10 minutes that the wine was available to buy, a brand spokesperson shared exclusively with Harper's Bazaar. Of those purchases, 20% were made by repeat customers, many of which purchased the 6 and 12-pack sizes this go-round, showing customer confidence and favourability for the rose following the first wine drop. This is actually so amazing. They sold 10,000 bottles in the first 10 minutes. How incredible is that? I think we had already predicted this immediately after the rose wine went for sale because most people were posting their order numbers. Someone even said that they purchased the wine like 15 minutes after it went up for sale, and their order numbers were at 11,000 and something. Another person who purchased within an hour had their order number in the 20,000s. As Maya Angelou once said, success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Meghan's authentic approach to her business venture clearly resonates with customers who appreciate quality and genuine passion. It's great to see that the Duchess of Sussex is winning, and especially encouraging to see that 20% of the people who purchased were actually returning buyers. This is excellent news because it means that these people have confidence in Meghan's American Riviera Orchard rose, and it definitely satisfied them. That's why they came back for another round of the rose, meaning that 80% were new customers. That's fantastic growth. They also chose the 12-pack sizes and 6-pack sizes this time around. No wonder Meghan was selling in huge numbers. Our girl is winning, and I can only imagine how much she and her team are benefiting from this success. It's definitely significant revenue, and they deserve it. This is the same person whom the critics think Netflix might drop well, not anytime soon. The spokesperson also revealed, after selling out its first 3 product offerings in April, June and July, American Riviera Orchard wanted to get our product to more customers. To do so, American Riviera Orchard increased its inventory by 3 times from its July rose drop to its August rose drop. The spokesperson confirmed that the brand sold nearly 50% more on day 1 of its August 5th drop than it did on its July 1st drop. That is actually phenomenal news. They sold nearly 50% more on day 1, despite increasing their inventory 3 times from the July rose drop. This means that demand is growing exponentially, and people still can't get enough of the product. Meghan and her team are doing an incredible job. It's so clear that the rose wine has found its audience. People are pleased with it, and the wine is obviously worth the investment, as I've seen people giving positive reviews about it. This is wonderful news about Meghan's rose wine. And honestly, I'm just loving all of these wins for Meghan. She totally deserves this success. I'm also happy that it hasn't sold out yet because it means people are going to get to purchase the product over and over again. You can return to buy more whenever you feel like it, but I'm sure it's not going to stay available longer than maybe 4 days because people love Meghan's products and they'll purchase everything before you know it. As Ecclesiastes 3:1 teaches us, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. This is clearly Meghan's season of entrepreneurial success and authentic connection with her audience. Now let's move to somewhat amusing news about another woman who lives in the UK who uses taxpayer money and tries to compete with Meghan. I'm talking about Kate Middleton. Remember, one day ago I covered Kate Middleton doing an advertisement on the same day that Meghan dropped her rose wine. That was so obvious that she was trying to compete with Meghan and grab the spotlight because she saw how Meghan was dominating the headlines. But still, no one really talked about her. No one even gave her much attention, and the few who did were wondering what in the world Kate Middleton was wearing. Look at this suit, it's quite unflattering. I don't think it even fits her body properly. Kate is a slim person, so this particular suit doesn't compliment her at all. She should have tried something that was well-tailored and more flattering to her figure because you can see that this suit actually emphasizes areas that don't look good. The sides were constructed in a way that creates unflattering lines around the hips, showing the bone structure in an unflattering way. This styling choice was quite poor. Most people had similar observations, and surprisingly even her own supporters failed to defend these fashion choices. Most of them were asking, what exactly was Kate wearing here? I think they're also getting tired of Kate Middleton's fashion sense. When this woman isn't copying Meghan, she wears questionable outfits. Whenever Meghan wears a suit, you can see that she usually looks elegant in them. Nothing that's unflattering, it just flows beautifully with her body. But for Kate Middleton, she clearly struggles with styling choices, and either she doesn't know how to dress for her body type, or her stylist isn't serving her well. Here were some comments from people who supposedly are supporters of Kate Middleton, and they were quite telling. How can your supporters actually say these things? One commented, "Overall, I'm not a fan of this look, primarily because the trousers are too long, although I love the colour. My bigger concern is that the princess seems very frail right now." She does appear very frail, and such outfits don't compliment her at all. Another supporter wrote, "I really adore the Princess of Wales. However, I think this is a bad look for her. Too thin, pants too long, her hair too long and too light." Everything seemed off balance. Other comments included, "So beautiful, but hair colour dull, dark hair suits her so much better. Does she also want to be a redhead like Princess Diana's side of the family?" I noticed they did something similar for Princess Charlotte. More feedback. The hair doesn't look her best too long and the colour doesn't suit her. Not a good look. Looks like her pants are about to fall way too skinny. Beautiful lady, but that hair colour really washes her out. Another supporter admitted, "I agree. I love Catherine, but it's time for a style overhaul. The ultra-long hair is starting to age her. She'd look great with a deeper, richer colour and 8 inches hacked off." And finally, "Dreadful clothes and her hair needs 4 inches off. Really is too skinny, but do love Kate, just not this look." This look was actually one of the most unfortunate styling choices I've seen Kate Middleton make. The hair colour definitely doesn't suit her. She would look much better in a darker hair colour. I think she'd also look better in flared dresses. The dresses she's been wearing to Wimbledon suit her much better because they're more flattering to her figure. But suits like this, absolutely not. It's just terrible. And even this time her supporters couldn't defend the styling because it was so obviously unflattering. As we reflect on these contrasting stories, we're reminded of what Oprah Winfrey once said, "The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams." Meghan is clearly living her entrepreneurial dreams while building something meaningful and successful. Meanwhile, others seem caught up in superficial competitions that ultimately don't serve them well. The success of American Riviera Orchard speaks to the power of authenticity, quality products, and genuine connection with your audience. When you focus on delivering value rather than trying to overshadow others, success naturally follows. And as Philippians 4:13 reminds us, "I can do all things through Christ which strengtheneth me." With faith, determination, and authentic purpose, there's no limit to what can be achieved. That's all I have to share with you today. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Meghan and Harry Tales. Have a wonderful and amazing time. Goodbye.